First map being trained, and we're actually just gonna head straight to the casters. Everyone's ready to go. No one wants to waste any more time, so I'm very happy to present Scrawny and Launders.
Yes, that is true. Thank you so much, Moses. We are here with the grand finals of Blast Istanbul. The two best teams here in Turkey, and they are starting this one off so quick. It is, of course, Train, and it's a fast fight on the B-bomb site with Device finding those first two frags, but he's lost his teammate. That Zipx down over towards the other side of Train, and Device hasn't fallen off at all. In fact, Device is going to come skewer this from the side. There's the first and the second. He's looking for the ace, and what a way that would be to kick off this pistol. Tarek, little does he realize, being wrapped from behind, he's done. And Astralis will up unless they all go past, because 3 players down ramp thanks to the flash. Fallen, the last one in, and Device has all this info. There's no way they assume he's still up here, you'd think. And it looks like Device, just like in the pistols, just gonna stop the plan. He picks up the kills to go with it. Device and Glaive. And Device yet again.
Clearly going to be a thorn in the side of MiBR, who it seems like they want to get ahead with things.
Really want to get their footing on this B site. They're going to have to go through fire if they want it. They're going to have to fight tooth and nail. And they will pick up 1 kill, sure, but Device, there's just no solution to him right now. Tarek, okay, gets something towards that A site, so a little bit becomes in question, but with Bomb in their line of sight, you'd think they should still be able to control this. It's a smoke for Fallen that he's going to be able to plant inside of. Although, 2 kills right back. Tarek nowhere to be found, and that's a defuse as well. This is Astralis with 5.
They've just got it, yeah. I can't help but think that they had, and I think if it was even something as such as a small fake, either way, it put them in such an awkward position, having to run down the map through the ramp through the Molotov. It's clearly not what they intended to do out of to hit a headshot from beneath if a player looks down into ladder. So it looks like he's playing with fire, but there's only a couple of angles that people typically will peek you from.
There it is, 1 and 2. Beautiful. Just as you alluded to, those headshots connect with what looks like ease, and Device will take 2 more, so welcome. Right on the cusp of T-Con. He's got 2 players on the other side of this, Bomb and Op included with Fallen. 2 towards Pop Dog, and that last man, Tarek's gonna be lurking in through Ivy, but yes, sure, the smoke does fade to the favor of Glaive, picking up the first kill, dropping Bomb. Getting the confirmation now because there's 30 seconds. There's 30 seconds for them to get out and deal with this bomb site. But again, they can pinch this still. There's a dedicated defense from Astralis over towards Ivy, but now that gets pulled away, and just as it does, it's perfectly layered, but it does fall on Zipx, and he too just gets blown away. Welcome MiBR to the game.
In great fashion as well. This is a clinic, honestly, a great round in so many respects. We had the very simple trade at T-Con. As soon as Ivy smokes came out, they decided to look for information there, but MiBR were ready. They want to do anything inner, because a lot of the times now, it looks like they're posturing for outside.
Get themselves down ladder just to find Glaive on the other side. He had only just then, at that moment, burst back inwards as they fell. Right place at the right time. Could grab himself another, but for now it's over towards the site that Dupree kicked. It's not the first time Astralis have given up this real estate, given MiBR possibly a false sense of security. Because while they have been offered some footing towards the site, it's not that the defense isn't here. I mean, Astralis, they're ready for this retake, and before the bomb's even planted, they've lost 2 more bodies. Dupree's position known. Device as well has fired a shot or 2, and Z Connector's still in firm control, and all the while they're winning these duels, they still have that continuous wraparound from Glaive. What could be the nail in the coffin is that flank. Stewie dropped, and now Coldzera's down with him. 5 deaths versus MiBR, and Astralis only lose 2. This is continuing to look
for a sharper blade right now. They're able to call out on reads what needs to be done. They're also able to respond to grenades and...
I also feel like MiBR weren't tested in their positions last round, and oh my god. More headshots aplenty, pistols up close do nothing. There was an AK, sure, that Catalyst rifle in this one, but it doesn't get much done. Just a single...
Clock ticks down. No one making movements. Dupree late to respond. Wants to go up the ladder too. He's being very aggressive about this.
Just trying to bang frags around, just trying to distract maybe. I mean, even if he calls attention, that'd be great. But now it's 2 kills back for the favor of MiBR. They have a man advantage in this after plant, and you do see the CTs just trying to get desperate here, running forward, blanketing it in smoke, and just jumping on the bomb. It's a desperate defuse, but it's nearly there.
Pistol round out right now. Molly to back 6 to assist instead of a smoke for the players to come up Ivy.
Then they put down their own smoke to the left side. It is still a bit of a smoke trying to obscure this. Fallen ready to receive, but it looks like Astralis are going to try to make the most of their opponent's smoke by going into the train yard itself. It's the flank around from Stewie and a push up from Fallen that doesn't net him a second kill, but still leaves us in this 3 versus 2. Zipex, having wrapped around from Ivy, can't connect the headshot, and maybe Glaive comes to help, but he's gone. So Glaive finds himself alone, and then Stewie just slays him.
So it's the half deco for Astralis this time.
Nice flash grenade. Zipex gets one fully blind. MiBR are losing bodies and giving up guns. I believe that's a FAMAS soon to be retrieved. On top of the MP9 of Zipex, Glaive denied up close. The ump good for a single kill, but now it falls to Cold and Stu. And only Cold. He's got 3 opponents ahead, but it looks like they'll eject and head towards the B site. Oh, no. Hasn't gotten them past the line of defense just yet. Scout shot's good to damage Zipex. He drops to 15. Still, this bomb could be planted. There's no utility here for MiBR to try and stop it with frags or fire. So sure enough, the retake will be on. And 2 Ts have already ejected their way up back into the upper halls. My question is, does Stewie just get blindsided? Yeah, absolutely. Device goes for the peek and there's nobody there to cover. While Tarek does spot Zipex beneath, that's just a ruse. It calls the attention, and it seems like this is it. It seems like Astralis just dumpstered MiBR.
Oh my god.
16-3 on their own.
Pistol.
Let's see if that's the case. We've got a really fast fight here inside a connector. Bombs actually included in this firefight. Tarek wants to give chase to Glaive, who does get away for the time being, but repeats to his demise. Another headshot.
I can't remember a performance from him in a single map in a final like that. So
no,
I don't ever.
Not to be that long. He is going to be finding Tarek, and sure enough, he takes his head down. So now these 2 CTs are going to get pinched from each side, and yes, just like that, you've got yourself a round. Astralis seem to have managed to at least put this into question, and sure enough, with Device continuing on this expedition, it is gonna be another upset unless Stewie 2K has something immaculate to say, but he doesn't.
Approach all the way to the end of the choke point. Tarek peered at his angle, and then he activated the rest of his teammates to push through, even though Fur played that masterfully, even though in the game of rock, paper,
here. Spam is good for damage. Fallen doesn't want to scope in, doesn't want to be heard. Will find the fadeaway kill just as Tarek had denied entrance towards this A site. And immediately, MiBR have established a man advantage in this 4 versus 3. The B site is actually being bolstered. Tarek has moved down. They get ahead of this rotation, calling it and stopping it in its tracks. 15 seconds left, and nobody moves. This is what can truly afford Astralis a bomb plant. And with those Molotovs, that's actually going to disrupt both of the CTs. They put the smoke down for what could cover plant, but Stewie's gonna get aggressive. He throws himself into this fray, frantically trying to shut it down, but he's caught fumbling his hands, and Device just destroys Tarek. Sure, Cold is left back towards on Graffiti, but with 20 HP, what's he gonna do? He needs his teammates to come bail him out, and they've already started with Fur. It's put us into this equal 3 versus 3, but in order to get closer to the bomb site, someone has to take an initiative. And who's gonna do that? I mean, we've got Fallen swapping to an M4, not wanting to play 2 ops in this retake. He will be the front runner, and he's spotted by Zipex already. Cleaned and cleared with absolute ease, but Coldzera is then to next to fall. Fur with a headshot makes it look so doable, but now he's pulled into the crossfire. He still doesn't know where the last is, but he should have a good idea. Glaive is over towards short, but Glaive has done enough to burn off the time.
He's got nothing to do.
It is Fallen. 0 support in the setup for him. He has it all to do, and there's not even anybody watching up towards parties, so someone could just walk down on him, but that's not the case. He's gonna actually wrap back up and try to get away. However, the peek is there. Prepared is Device. Sure enough, he does drop the Opper. Stewie picks up another kill in the meantime to maintain this man advantage, but bomb is back, time is there. Astralis can make up their minds and play this time.
Fur again is once again taking the liberty of just kind of walking at his pace on a big flank. That should be the safest route possible. Device is kind of tuned into this. He's on the same frequency and immediately kills first. Fair amount of information gained for Astralis, as well as evening up in a situation where MiBR had the man advantage. So finally that costs them. And that awareness should pay off in dividends, as now their options are opened up. 20 seconds up though. And that bomb is kind of in limbo at the moment. Will the CTs bite? It looks like.
Whoa, that's the big one. That's the kill right there. Now Zipex
up for a B exec, and it's going to be running the whole way.
Zipex just deleted. Near instantaneously, Dupree falls in the exact same fashion. Stewie's on a tear. That's 3 kills for him. Now he's got the 4th, and Stu's gonna pick up this ace if he chooses to. Device is the last man up. That was near instantaneous. Give us the 5th, Stewie. No. All right. Fallen will help him out.
Oh my gosh.
You don't need the ego.
How much they pay you, Fallen? How much did they pay you?
There it is. The clearing of the board from Furt wraps up and around. So we just... But it looks like it's at least going to be another volley of nades up and over. The smokes do go. Molotovs to follow suit. Now Tarek is applying some pressure at B, and that's going to lock 2 of Astralis' members down there. But the commitment's on the A site, and they're going to have 15 seconds. That is it. I mean, they are playing this down to the wire. Fur needs to get these kills right here, right now. And you can see the CTs just looking to deny the bomb. If they can deny the plant, then they're good, but they can't. Although bomb's been left behind. Time is the difference maker. As long as the CTs survive, they've got this in the bag. It's Zipex now left, and so if Coldzera goes over this, sure, he could clear the closest corner, but remember, there's going to be support from the site. Not a very fun fight, and still one that they will pick up. Device unable to cover, but the repeat's going to cost Tarek his head. And that's the bomb also thrown out into the open. With 15 seconds left, they know there's no option to head towards B. So we start to get that rotation upwards, and the question now is, do MiBR continue on? Do they try to force the issue? Because they have to do it right now. They need these kills right now. And even despite getting the first one, this round's already lost. For the second time, we'll find MiBR come short at the ace fast enough on his feet, but instead he falls back. Tarek is completely flashed, but still stands. I mean, this is another situation whereby MiBR can get the bomb down. They're gonna actually start pushing through and clearing water. There's 3 kills here for MiBR, and they're tying things up at 14. For the Brazilians, he gets up on the barrels, he connects a couple of headshots, and this could have so easily been denied because you saw how Tarek was flashed at first. You saw how, but there's 20 seconds, and time could be a big issue yet again. They don't have control of Monster. They're being shot in the back, but the kills are still coming their way. And with Dupree caught off guard, it falls onto Device. MiBR looking to push this to a 3rd map, and they absolutely will. They will not go down without a fight. They'll continue to defend this title, and we're not going anywhere, Mohan.
They absolutely did the impossible. I can't believe it. They, between the offense and defense, Dupree gonna jump right into it. The boy band of players standing in the hallway, ready to triple peek.
Just blinded, holding, and burning, so there he goes. But he actually gets a fadeaway headshot in the process, dropping the bomb and delaying the plant, but still not... Oh my, I was gonna say enough, but Device still gets it done. With 1 headshot, he's good. Fur with a reload as Zipex just goes barreling through smoke. Glaive tried to do the same. Zipex took his place, and then Glaive just bailed.
It's 1 of 2 last remaining. That could potentially do it. It counted for them on the second half of overpass to help them bring them back. I mean, there's no way. Because they've got 1 more, which means at the 20-second mark, they can throw another.
Oh man, he's got the CZ just out in time. He's blind, but regardless, he's dropped bomb. 30 seconds. How many times have we already seen MiBR fall short because of time? This cannot be one of them, but it is looking good. Device and Zipex with kills on the sidearms. Cold's gonna try to bail them out. 15 seconds, and 4 opponents still to find. Now it's down to this. It has happened yet again. Coldzera just simply does not have the time to win this round. He'll try to fade away, but he doesn't even survive.
And all of that talk about how important of a pistol is obviously comes contingent with a thought that they're going to steal up the next 2 rounds as well, as we can see a masterful use of of the smokes that they had remaining. And it seemed like they really were focusing their attention on the B side, even though they were overstacking.
Apex very close now, catching the first one off, and he just continues to spray through the smoke. He knows there's presence here, and a frag grenade underhanded could do it, but the CZ's even better. I mean, spam through, and Tarek's dead as well. A solid hold from Zipex. 3 kills single-handed. He's got the support over the shoulder, but he is the rock, the immovable object, until finally he's heading to reposition. But the reason he's slowed is because they tagged him. Not that that's going to stop him. He still manages to just deny for anything else, and he's up close still. Fallen gets the best of him in the CQC situation. Zipex is going to try and use that smoke so he can fixate on Banana, anticipating the split. But the big question is, the A players can't rotate because they don't know if or when MiBR will rotate back to the other side of the map. Zipex, he's unsure as to their commitment.
Absolutely, the most salient part of the round. Just denying these A players from safely being able to rotate, but Zipex throwing this smoke, delaying the time. 19 seconds left. If he gets 1 kill, that could be it.
Yeah. just needs to deny this plant. He's going to get that Opper first. He's very good at isolating these kills, repositioning and engaging in 1v1 duels. Somebody has to, absolutely has to pick up this kill. But with the bomb planted and the 2 players down, that's it. Catch the T's off guard with the shadow. That's a shadow angle that he's not anticipating a second player from, but still successful in killing the first and putting this in a 3v1. Device comes over to support, not finding an angle as of yet. If he exposes himself, then he is so susceptible to the arch push, but there is nobody there. So he just has to gamble and hit a flick like that, because the time is what makes the difference. Astralis locking it down thanks to Lady Luck and a timing on the clutch.
Yet to come into full force. Oh, don't give him a shoulder.
So peg it through the chest. Glaive left alone now. Trying to call for reinforcements, and Device is coming over. There's a gap, and he lines it up. Substantial damage from Glaive with a frag to follow suit, but Fallen, he's too accustomed to playing Astralis. He knows those frags are always flying. Magisk, as you said, bloodthirsty, and for good reason now. As he tries to upgrade into the AK, Fur may anticipate that there's not a second player here.
They've actually played the buddy system really well, and Glaive was really patient, even hits the head, but it's not enough. coldzera is totally ready. Dupree, though, to come back and try to answer with his own frag, leaving coldzera alone. Red HP has the bomb and a sight, but does he know that? Does he know the rotation hasn't coming out quite yet? It's actually Device to gamble on it being a B hit.
This is giving a lot of space and a lot of respect to Device. If you can just play that whack-a-mole, peek up and drop down, then sure, you may spot him, but Device, it's just gonna take a single shot. Device is caught, and he's flying as Cold wins the round. If smokes have gone over the rooftops, blanketing A in cover, but not dealing with the players who still stand here. It is a heavy defense presence. The flashbangs look good, but the entry is denied. Dupree comes in from the corner, and Magisk from the pit. Astralis will keep majority of these rounds.
Just not having a lot of action here, but that's it. Just a sweeping spray into the face of Stewie 2K and Magisk, his teammate.
coldzera actually manages to get his feet on the ground. Now Fallen's dealt with swiftly. They have Cold in a pickle, a pinch, and he's got no way out of it other than superb accuracy. 6 shots in the mag, and none of them will land. It is MiBR to lose this spell disaster, but they faded off, and Stewie peeks wide just enough to get a single kill. Fur pinned into the box. They know he's here, but that's not going to stop him from hitting headshots. Magisk just gets plowed on his attempt to push from the truck, but now look at this go. It's traded yet again. It's all fallen onto Zipex. Delphin goes for the reload. The peeks from Tarek is good, and that is MiBR with an early gun round.
Still a goods. They don't want to think that it might be a double fake.
Stu gets the first, and he's actually able to fall back ever slightly. He hasn't lost any health either. This is a full bar of HP to try and contest the site. 20 seconds left in this fight, and he's now done that. He's delayed it long enough, and things are about to get frantic. They just continue to fall, and it looks like Stewie may have won this round single-handedly.
Conviction. Fallen is here to stay.
And Dupree's out in the open. Perfect timing. That literally drops the bomb. And Stewie, once again from the back of the site, will be tested. He has 3 Ts inbound, 1 defender with him, and they have 15 seconds to deny this. Nobody's going for the peak, so nobody's able to plant this bomb. Stu dropped, but Fallen stands. 8 seconds, the difference is it is planted now, and Zipex denied. MiBR tie by that flashbang. 25 seconds left, and an off position from Tarek is not going to get kills, but it's still such a crossfire. It is still a chokehold. MiBR attempting to defend, but Astralis just punching straight through. Frag after frag, it is theirs, and it falls on Stu with an element of surprise as the bomb's now ticked 1/3 of the way. He's trying to figure out where they're both at, but nobody's showing shoulders, nobody's showing skin. There's the first frag, and it goes right back to Astralis. They are 1 away from secure, and it looks like a wrap. Fur goes down for free. This is going to enable the bomb wrap over towards the B site. Sure, Stewie, he has the cannon. He can fight at a distance, but you've got 3 players so completely overwhelmed by smoke at A that you'd think Stewie can do this. There's 10 seconds left, and he's gotten himself into cover. All he needs to do is stop this plant. They need it now, and Stewie doesn't do it. It looks like Astralis have managed another round. The save has been called. From beneath the haystack, that might actually be uncontested. If coldzera can just keep his attention up, that's huge. He's watching the heads now cross, and he stopped the bomb, and he's got himself another. He's inside of the pit. He's got a teammate here to pinch, and a rotation from Fallen is already a part of the equation. They just can't seem to get past, so the flash does keep this back. Fur, however, falls. Glaive clearing the flank, and this is Astralis. still, all 3 CTs on A. It's 10 seconds left. This is it, here or now. And Glaive goes down, a 30th round. Tricky position now as he works over top of the smoke. He needs to dodge the flashes. He pulls their attention away, but he too pulled off. This is it. This is Astralis with the bomb site. They've managed to get past that defense. They are pinned into the bomb site. No one's over facing. The same crossfire that we saw Stewie struggle with is what now faces Fur. Off of the flash, he blasts right past. Fur looking for a second, cut down with just one. Stewie, though, clears pit. Graveyard gets him, and it falls on Fallen. Astralis